welcome to my channel. Well, I made a video a while back about adjusting the tension on a triad lock, and I got a comment recently. Somebody said, "Oh, it might have been good information, but I just couldn't get through the video." You know, it's one of those little complainer ones, you know, where the video wasn't made professionally enough for someone to even watch it, you know. So okay, fine. But what I thought is, I'm going to redo it and try to just get down to the essentials and still get the point across. You know, just like if you open up a triad lock and you go to close it and the tension is too much for you, there's a way to fix that. Now, if it doesn't bother you and you don't have any problem with it, then this is not for you. But for me, I didn't use this knife because every time I had to mash down on this, and it would leave a huge dent in my finger. Now, there's something wrong with my thumbs. They get like callus on the end of them, so they tend to, you know, stay mashed in for a little bit. But anyways, because of the excessive pressure, basically, I had to do to get this, I almost needed two thumbs, you know, a thumb on top of another thumb to undo it. Now go ahead and say, you know, he's weak and blah, blah, blah. Some people have arthritis. I'm old. I don't have arthritis. It's not that. It's just that if a knife is uncomfortable to use, you're not going to use it. I mean, yeah, it's fine opening it, but closing it, you know, that's also important, you know. So anyways, this is how you do it. You got to take the scales off your knife. On this particular knife, the scales are T6. I put Loctite on it the last time. I'll zip through this because apparently, you know, it's too much for some people to watch a knife being taken apart. Okay, once you got the pivot screw out, these screws out, and I just back these guys off a little bit. I don't know if they're completely engaging in it. I take a little nail nick tool, you know, and just run through up here. Feels like something's still holding it. Oh, I got my microphone down here. No wonder. Alright, with the scales off, this is what you adjust. You see how they got that little bend right there? Just put this in a vise or something else. Keep the rest of this straight and reduce that angle just a little bit. It'll still work as a triad lock. Maybe you won't be able to stick this knife in a tree and climb with it, you know, and everything. But reducing that tension right there. You just take this little piece out. There's nothing holding it in there other than the tension on this. And you cut that angle back a little bit. Now, you don't want to do it too much because this is what holds the blade in. You know, so if you get it too light, the blade's going to start. This one's almost too light, but I'm going to leave it the way it is. But that's what you adjust right there, is that angle. Once you do that, and you set it up, if you get it too light, you can just bend this angle back up again. But that's all there is to adjusting this to make it a little bit less pressure on this lock bar. Now, if you don't want to do this, you know, it's not that hard to, you know, to get to this. It's not this hard to do it. But that's it. That's it basically in a nutshell is all you've got to do. I've done it to many of my triad locks from Cold Steel. And now I use these knives rather than just, man, you know, I like the knife, but I don't like closing it, you know. I'm not going to climb a tree with sticking this into the stump, you know. I'm never going to do that with this knife. So I don't think I'm losing anything out of it. So there you go. Hope you found it interesting. For those of you that were confused before and couldn't watch the video, I hope you got something out of this. And if you didn't, well, that's that's just too bad. That's tough. I can't lead you, I can't hold your hand the whole way. If you can't make it through a video because of lighting or editing or whatever, then you're just going to lose information that you could have used, So stop complaining and start learning. That's just to the hater out there. That's not to everybody else. Everybody else had no problem with the video, understood it, and figured it out. So there you go. Sorry about the tone on this, but it kind of pisses me off that you do something for someone. It's a while back, like a year or two ago at least, and they got to complain about minor things rather than the information itself. So here you go for all you haters. I mean, they're still going to hate, there's nothing you can do about haters. That's just their life, Completely joyless. And if they find anybody having any fun, they got to ruin it. So, it sucks to be you, haters. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.